Hello, my name is Shudley and welcome back for another episode of Victoria 3 as Finland. In previous episode we did manage to start reducing our debt a little bit. We did admittedly increase our construction speed quite a bit over time as well. We could still increase it maybe a tiny bit, but we're kind of getting to the point where we don't actually want to risk it quite too much. Plus a lot of the construction materials are very expensive currently. I do actually wonder, so how bad is the iron? Yeah, there's still quite a high demand for iron still. So that is no doubt hurting us. And oh, we're having some market access issues over here. Guess we'll go ahead and subsidize the railways. You know what, I might just go ahead and subsidize all the railways right now. There we go. So that way we can make sure that the infrastructure levels are as high as they can. And now we're getting some steel mills. We'll also get a... oh! Right, our premium fabrics company is building a trade center in our capital. That'll be quite handy. For the trade centers, we do have quite a bit of trade through... Oh, wow, yeah, we're starting to have a lot of trade. The import revenue and export revenue is starting to be quite sizable. And the weekly balance... so, even though we're subsidizing this, we don't actually need to pay any subsidies right now in here. Oh, that is perfect. We're importing quite a bit of engine through here. Because we do also potentially produce some domestically, but it seems like we're not necessarily producing quite enough. One of the reasons might be because the steel price is a bit on the higher side. But now we're building 2 steel mills at the same time, so that's going to have quite an impact. And we're building another... oh, right, it's the company's also building another livestock ranch. Well, I suppose that's alright. Population is still increasing quite nicely. We've got 5.2 million GDP. If we do... oh, and we're almost research quinine. Now, if we do have a look at the Liberty side, that is still unfortunately going down. We are still, what, 2 years away? Yeah, about 2 years away from being able to... tell the Russians to bugger off again. Aha, there's the quinine. So, we could... well, it has started speeding up the spread over here. I do actually wonder, how quickly is the French colony? Oh, that's spreading a lot faster. We'll probably get close off in here. But we could go ahead and quickly increase our colonial affairs investment just a tiny bit more. So we can then get at least this section hopefully done. Otherwise, we'll just, you know, have nothing else in here to colonize. I mean, we could always try to get into some... oh, there's... right, yeah, there's a lot of nations in here. Yeah, that's going to be an issue. I guess there might be some... well... the severe malaria would still be a problem. But we might be able to get, like, a small port in here somewhere as well. But the problem is that we're not going to get to the same level of... oh, same level of agriculture as we can at the Niger Delta. I do actually wonder, how's the Danes? So the Danes aren't actually spreading as quickly as we are. They have gotten the quinine as well, though, I think. Oh, they got a time modifier in there. Oh, for 4 years, okay. Right. So that does mean that we'll be getting this one at least. That's good. Ah, we're losing a bit of money right now. I suppose the diplomatic pack is costing us almost £10,000 a week right now. My goodness, that is insane amount. Did we actually manage to... I don't think we managed to sell a whole lot of the... oh, wow. Standard living over here is... right, it's below the minimum expected over here. That's a little bit surprising, actually. Well, I suppose since the higher taxes does mean that there's going to be even more... yeah. Well, I think we'll just have to live with that for now. It looks like our market access over here is still somewhat limited. Well, the railway is running full speed. The port, on the other hand, is not. I guess we'll need to support that as well. To make sure that we are still providing the merchant marine that we need in here locally. At least some of it. Yeah, 2 steel mills are hopefully going to help us quite a bit. Now, how is the economic entanglement of the Russians right now? It's 2.4, so it has unfortunately gotten a little bit worse. We're importing, yeah, 35... oh, wow. Yeah, we're importing a lot of wood right now, actually. Bit surprising. Also, well, we're selling a whole lot of groceries to the Russians. Questionable practices. I guess we'll have the church hate us a little bit more. I don't really want to spend a whole lot of bureaucracy right now. Right, is there anyone else that Russia hates right now? The Ottomans? Well, the Ottomans, no, we don't have the ability to do treaties with them right now. Unless we were to move the interest from England off to maybe the Balkans. That would have a lot of, or potentially a lot of options. We've got decent relations with them. Also, actually, can we... no, we can't improve relations with them currently. Another one that we might want to improve relations with is... I wonder... who's going to be uniting Italy over here. I'm gonna guess Sardinia Piedmont. Except the problem is I can't actually improve relations with any of these. Well, Austria, yes, but Austria is not going to be uniting Italy. Not in the intended sense, anyway. Well, I guess we'll wait for a little while. But yeah, that steel mill is hopefully going to reduce the costs quite a bit. Ammunition price is still quite high. We still haven't got on the percussion cap research. On the price hub, we are about to research the mechanized workshop. And after that, it's probably going to give us the chemical bleaching, which is going to allow us to get even more porcelain. How's the lead mine, by the way, over here? Ah, it's not providing any lead. Which means that this stuff is, I suppose there's a bit of lead provided by the market in general, but yeah. Looks like we've got a whole lot of things in here that are just not running full speed. I don't know if it's because of education. I guess we could build a university over here quickly. It doesn't cost too much, I don't think. That would allow us to get a bit more qualifications for the population there. It's, well, it's going to cost us a decent bit, but it doesn't take... Oh, 2 Sicilians improve relations. I wonder if they would be willing to give me support for independence. I doubt it. No, not even close. We could still improve relations with them, I suppose. The Ottomans will start to improve relations, and actually... Draft treaty? You would be willing to support my independence. Except, well, you'd need something else on top of that, and the options are rather limited. How much would we have to pay for you to even get to 0? Ugh, that's a lot of money. No. I don't think there's a whole lot of law commitments either that you would really want us to do. No, none of these would actually help. So they would not accept this, unfortunately. Well, guess we'll have to wait for a while. Ooh, Greece is improving relations. You know what, actually, let's improve relations with them. I don't suppose... No, you're not willing to support our independence either. Right, so the university is going to take a while, but at least as soon as that is done, going to help a little bit. Oh, we're going to get... Oh, iron mine in Oulu. Oh, perfect. Also, another 2 tooling workshops. I'm guessing the steel mills are at least, well, yeah, they're somewhat operational. Although right now they're not able to really keep the things running full speed. Yeah, this is losing more and more hiring in there. At least the GDP overall is 5.6 million right now. So how is the... Oh yeah, the Liberty is still dropping very quickly. That being said, we only need about a year. But that's a weekly... Oh dear, that is a lot of reduction still. Oh, France is colonizing even more in Africa. Now, that being said, I suppose we are getting closer to getting our first section over here, while the French are about to take their section over there, so they will probably cut us off. But we will get that port, at least. And we'll be able to build a little bit more stuff in here. We currently have not a whole lot of room to build anything in here. We've got some unemployed actually waiting. We've got a whole lot of things that are not running full speed either. But yeah, getting the tooling workshops in Kuopio is still going to be fairly useful, because I reckon there's still a decent demand for tools. Oh yeah. It's minus 800 right now in the market. We're not importing a whole lot, but yeah, we could probably provide quite a bit nonetheless. But the university is going to be done next week, so that's going to help us hopefully a little bit with the Ostrobothnia, just to make sure that they are people with the correct qualifications. Plus, it gives us a bit more research speed. But we are back to 870,000 credit, which is not ideal. Oh, this motor... Oh, okay, they're downsizing that building. I suppose if there's no... I mean, I'm pretty sure that there is still quite a high demand for engines, right? There's a little bit. I wonder, But some of the input costs may have been pretty high. At this point, though, I'm going to stop the privatization of the motor industry. I'm going to start subsidizing it, actually. Because I suspect that with the steel that we are producing ourselves, should be able to then get the steel in here. We can start producing a lot of engines, which means that we can be basically responsible for a huge chunk of the engine production in the Russian market, thus make the Russians more dependent on us than the other way around. I suppose if we have a look at the subsidies, there are quite a few that are fairly sizable. Some of the railways, trade centers are quite expensive. There's the rye farms, a port, and then there's the motor industry. The motor industry is actually quite small expenditure right now, because it's most likely going to actually be a profitable business in here for us. Well, there we go. Colonial affairs increased to level 3. So that should allow us to get this... Oh yeah, the French are already in there. I hope that they don't go for that port right now. I suppose the way to check this is there... Oh yeah, that is one section. They might close us off. Well, nonetheless, at least we got the dyes in there, and we'll probably be getting it a little bit rubber once we discover that. Right, so we're currently actually paying money. Is it the subsidies that is costing us? It's definitely... Oh, yeah, the trade centers are quite expensive. Okay, trade centers, I'm going to have to stop your subsidies there. I'm sorry. That way we're actually making money again. So we can pay off more of the loans. And we've still got 5.6 million GDP. We are in, like, the place 33. Actually, who are we next to in there? In terms of GDP? We're between Persia and Württemberg. I mean, Württemberg does have a higher population. And so does Persia. Well, there we go. We now number... Yeah, back to number 32. Oh, they're building another livestock ranch. And there's also a... Oh, Manor House building a fishing wharf. Alright then. Oh, Hanover, improve relations. Very handy. I don't suppose there's a whole lot of... well, I suppose Hanover... You're probably not willing to support our independence. No, we could probably still improve relations with you. You're a sizable nation in here. Also, Prussia, well, we can't improve relations with you. Ah, there's the mechanized workshop. Okay. So we get the sewing machines, mechanized looms, and mechanized workshops. Alright then, so let's actually have a look at the text symbol over here. So, sewing machines, that's going to require a little bit of tools, a bit more fabric, so that's going to provide a lot more clothing, so that's fine. We could, oh right, so that's the mechanized loom over here, that increases the amount of tools needed. I suppose, oh yeah, we are having a bit of a lack of workers in here, so we are going to have to go for that, I think. Just to reduce the workforce needed. Is there any other things that we might want to use the... Well, I suppose we've got some transportation. We're going to put that into the logging camp. Reduce some labor need there. We're also starting to run a bit low on workforce, at least in the capital state. Also in West Karelia seems to be a bit of a problem. We do have the railway in there. It is subsidized, so we've got plenty of transportation. We'll put in the rail transportation up here. But that is no doubt going to help us a little bit. Just making sure that we've got at least some workforce available. Right, what else is the... Oh, there's another militia shipyard. Are those even profitable right now, I wonder? Not really. Like, they can provide a little bit, and I'm sure that there's at least some demand for it, but I don't think it's really... Oh, dear. We're so close drifting below the... Oh, boy. We've still got some support, but I think we desperately need to get someone supporting our independence. So, Ottomans... It would be a +2 now, but you still need quite a bit to even get to 0. Oh, we can offer an obligation. I suppose that's one option. That would be 55% chance. Oh, send that. Check if they accept that. Oh, they declined that. Okay, okay. France, what about you? No, you're not willing to... Okay, so let's have a look at Russia. Who do you hate? Sweden, Ottomans, Persia. We don't have ability to do deals with Persia right now. Then China... I can't do treaties with you. I do wonder. But economic entanglement is still 2.3. Of that, we have gotten the GDP only to be about 8 times our size, so that's at least good. They do still own about 10% of our GDP, which gives them a 0.5, and then there's of course the imports. We're importing almost 40,000. It's a whole lot of wood that we're importing. That's kind of surprising, admittedly. And then, of course, there's the, well, we're still exporting a lot, mind you. The fact that we're importing 35% of our GDP is, or, you know, quite a good chunk of the resource needed is coming from them. That is a huge issue. And we've got some logging camps in here. Would these make it? No, that would not make it more profitable. We don't have the electric sawmills. Well, we don't have electricity in general. But we're getting the percussion camp now, so that's going to be kind of handy. And we'll get the rifling. And after that, I don't know if we need to get something from the society, maybe. I mean, we've got, well, there's a little bit. Postal savings would give us a bit more max character reserves. Farmers and shopkeepers would contribute more. Oh, they declined it again? Oh, is that still ongoing, then? Right, they... Oh. I guess if we give them money. I'll give them 1,000. Right, are we still at least improve relations with them? We are. Like, I'm actually willing to give them some money to support my independence at this point, because we desperately need to get the support for independence be high enough so that we're not actually drifting down to the low liberty desire right now. Although, hold on a minute. No, even if we demand a state, that's probably not going to happen. It's not going to do anything. I guess we can still try to demand the Estland, but I don't think that has any Yeah, if they accept that, that would give us a bit of, well, that would increase the limited time of the Baltic governance a lot. I don't think that's going to happen. Never mind then. Right, well, there's another... Oh, we're getting another textile mill, actually. Very nice. And we're getting the... Oh, that's a livestock ranch in Ostrobothnia. Oh. Right, well, I suppose our company over here is at least... yeah, they got a decent... oh, wow. 8 trade centers. That is impressive. And we don't have any other treaties to give them. Prosperity is still slowly increasing. Oh, and now it's going down again. Well, never mind. But yeah, they've got a decent amount of ownership of things. So I guess they just basically took over all the trade centers in here, didn't they? Yeah, they did. But the throughput bonus is actually quite nice. So I'm actually alright with that. I am alright with that. Oh, Britain is also colonizing. Oh, hold on a minute. Who took the... Okay, we might still be able to get the port over here. They've gone to the other end. I suppose it's possible for us to still colonize another section of it, even if we get close off over here. Because it just means that the colonization has ended. Alternatively, I could try to go for Congo, but I don't know if that's going to be a good idea. I would have mostly the same amount of resources, but of course the colonization speed would be, again, basically nothing. There might be some other areas to colonize as well. I don't know if we can get to Papua, for example. Ooh, there'd be sulfur in there. It's got severe malaria, though, but even if we can just get a tiny bit of sulfur from there, that could actually be very handy for our long-term survival, quite frankly. Also be some iron fishing, maybe some whaling. There's still the dye plantation potential there, sugar plantation, rice farms. Yeah, again, it would be very slow colonization, so it's not really something that we could do right now. Another thing, of course, is maybe Micronesia. Now, this is fruit and rice, though, and some whaling. Oh, they also got the severe malaria. Never mind. I guess that won't happen then. So they're saying or minimum of 22. So if we add that one, they would actually accept that. Can we actually change that slightly? Maybe like £2,000 a week? There's a good chance. Oh, we'll send that proposal. It's going to cost us a lot, but it might actually at least keep us independent. There we go. So while we're losing some money, it's not insane amounts. We could increase the taxes if need be, or reduce maybe the military wages right now. Just to save us a little bit on that. So the economy is still kind of okay, and now we should be no longer drifting downwards. Oh, no, we are still, actually. Oh, right, it's diminishing return, okay. Well, that's annoying. Because that also means that we can't now request the market control. Bright side over here is that as the limited tide goes down, it will slowly, or it will slow down. Oh, yeah, with the amount of imports that we're doing right now is still quite massive, isn't it? We really need to get some of the wood production going again. Just start producing a whole lot of it. Problem is that if we start contracting that ourselves, it's going to be bloody expensive. I think we might just go and build another logging camp over here in the northern Finland. It's not too expensive, it's only 200 construction points, and we'll be building, yeah, it's going to be like 8 weeks, so it's not ideal, but I think that might actually help us a little bit with the domestic wood consumption. I do wonder, is it actually in here? Well, no, it's not. Where do we even need all of that? Is that because we're selling some of the wood or something? That might actually be it. We're selling the wood, so we're importing from Russia and selling it. Oh, okay, that's slightly unfortunate. But yeah, so we'll get the logging camp built, at least one of them. We're getting another food industry as well. Huh. Oh, right, the company is at it again, building more livestock ranches and trade centers. Does it make sense? But yeah, so we are in the low area. I suppose that does reduce radicals, so I suppose it's not all bad. We get more loyalists. It's only minus 0.2 per week. Again, we still can't request the market control. Because Liberty Desire is greater or equal to 25, and it isn't. So I suppose, oh yeah, we have actually reduced the economic entanglement a bit further. They own less and less of the GDP. So that is mostly, and I suppose we have also reduced the, oh yeah, there we go, the wood imports have gone down a little bit. The grain imports are still quite sizable though, so that's still 33%. pop consumption dependence on Russia. While then they are... Yeah, I mean, monetary value, we still sell more to them than they buy from us. Mostly because we buy raw materials much more than they do, comparatively, whereas we export a lot of like finished goods. Yeah, so Liberty is not looking too great, and there's a good chance that we will potentially get annexed. But we do have several nations that are supporting our independence. You know what, can I... Let's see, so if I owe an obligation, and then I ask money from you... Okay, that might be too much. Nah. That's not gonna work. Some other nations maybe, though. Like Britain, for example. We start at +1. If we owe an obligation, and then... Oh, could you take on my... No, you're not willing to take on my debt. I could give you the power block embassy as well. You're not willing to give me support for independence, but you might be willing to give me some money. So if we get this to... Oh, okay, we can't get it too high. If we go for like 39, that would still be a guaranteed success. Which is enough to at least not occur any more loans right now. It's only going to be 5 years, but it's still better than nothing. That way we can get a bit more money. I suppose we might want to do something like that with other nations, like maybe Austria. Are they someone that would be willing to help us? And not necessarily. What about Prussia? No, I'm looking at the starting position. If they have a, you know, positive start on that, then we might be able to get something. If not, then they are unlikely to do anything for us. We'd maybe ask some more money from Egypt. We're going to afford giving you obligations because there's not much that they can do with the obligations right now. We'll call it the pyramid scheme. Great Garment Factory fire. Oh dear. You know what? We'll keep the armed forces happy for now. We'll get a little bit more radicals. There we go. The pyramid scheme is in order. Oh. Right, the high taxes. Alright, so now we need political movements to enact any laws. There's still the freedom of conscience. Church would hate that. There's not like a huge opposition to it, I guess. We'd get more loyalists from some other movements. There's a few movements that would hate it. Nihilists, positivists, and amateur rights, but because they do support it more than the state religion. What they really want is the total separation, but we could try to go for this one. Try to get at least something. Yeah, there we go. Passing laws. So we'll hopefully get that sort of... We're building... Oh, wow. A whole lot of food industries right now. Okay, I guess we're making food. Lots and lots and lots of food. I wonder if we're at this point one of the leading producers of food. Probably not yet. So it says that Russia is one of the leading producers. But if you look at... I suppose, yeah. Food industry is 1,000. So we produce... over 400. I suppose we could have a look at the numbers over here. So it said Russians were producing about 500. So not that far behind, actually. Well, there's the percussion cap. Okay, that's something that I might want to just bite a bullet, so to speak, and build up a munitions plant. It's going to require some lead and explosives. Lead we do produce already locally. It's going to cost us a lot of money. But honestly, I think that is going to be something that is going to bring us a lot of cash in return. So I think that's fine. We may need to get another... railway in here, quite frankly. I don't know if the private sector is really interested in building any there right now. The Ostrobothnia seems to be getting quite a few fruit interested in here. It's getting what, +4? Oh, so this might be enough to get once we unlock another company. Is going to probably be then the food industry in there, which honestly at this point we got so many of them that it probably wouldn't be a bad idea. We've got 6.1 million GDP now. How does that compare to the Russian GDP? They've got about 7 times as high. It's not really that bad. The buy orders are still somewhat of a problem. Still spending almost £40,000 a week. Most of the wood, some grain, furniture, sugar, hardwood tea, fruits, luxury clothing, some glass, and then they're buying a whole lot of groceries from us. All debate success. Oh, there we go. So we're still losing a little bit of Liberty over here. But we are still kind of troubled by all of this. Now, how is our prestige? We've got 52. I'm gonna guess Russia's got a whole lot more than that. Yeah, nearly 800. Wait, so how many things are the leading producers in? Man of Wars? Hardwood, meat, gold. Well, meat, hardwood, and Man of Wars, they're the leading producer. Number 2 in gold and wood. Number 3 in grain, liquor, wine, and luxury furniture. We unfortunately do not have any of those, I don't think. No, we do get some from tech at least, so that's good. And we've got a little bit of the Navy and Army, but that's a fairly small number still, comparatively speaking. Foreign investment number 3. Does that mean... Oh, hold on a minute. Does that mean... Production in here? Not really, no. And they also increased their GDP a little bit again. What do they actually have right now? They have 43 million. Yeah, they did get like an extra 2 million from somewhere. But we're getting our munitions plant. It's admittedly accruing quite a bit of credit or debt right now for us. But after that, that's going to allow us to build... Oh, we're getting an arts academy. Oh, perfect. Let's have a look. How are we looking on peasants, though? We have no peasants in our capital. We need to put in the water tube boiler in here, just to save up a little bit of workforce. For the tooling workshop, the motor industries... Oh, there we go, law advancement. So it's 37% now. We might actually pass that law at some point. Oh, right, yeah, mechanized workshop. That's something that I should really do. I should have done that already, admittedly. Let's have a look. So there's the iron mines. We could also go for the engines over there to increase our iron production drastically. And then, yeah, that's already all supported. We can reduce the labor need in there slightly. Food industries. Do we want to go for pot stills? I don't know if we actually need to. Let's see. There's the paper mills, of course. We could get water tube boilers there if need be. Steel mills, we could potentially get that. That would increase the amount of coal needed, though. Oh, there's barbed wire fences for the livestock ranches. It's not going to reduce the worker need all that much, but I'm going to do that regardless. Save up on some workforce. Oh, right, so now we need the explosives. But there's not really a whole lot of production for that, perhaps. But I think we'll be able to start importing that, I reckon. So that should be alright. Is there any sulfur yet in the market being produced? Not really. I mean, no, actually, there is a mine somewhere. Where is that? Samara. Okay, I have no idea where that is. Ooh, postal savings. There we go. A bit more investment into the... Oh, wow, the investment pool is bloody massive again. Oh, did we... Oh, yeah, the French surrounded us in here. And then the British... Okay, so we can't actually colonize any further in here. So does that mean that... Nope. I suppose the colonization hasn't ended quite yet, directly. But we're not expanding anymore ourselves. Oh, we could incorporate this, I suppose. You know what? Sure. Gonna take a whole lot of time. And quite a bit of bureaucracy as well. We're getting the food industry soon. We are hopefully... What other tooling workshop? Alright then. We're also a textile mill. Oh. Anti-clericals. Okay. We'll get 10% success chance with clergymen becoming more radical. I think that's fine. So now it's 47%, but I do see that we are unfortunately out of time for this episode. So if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe if I haven't already. I'll check the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching, and until next time, bye-bye.